terrible, y'all. I was trying to get the Zoom up on my laptop and it wasn't going through. It was like on a weird random Zoom number. So then I tried to do a screen recording for you and that didn't work. So I am just going to do an old-fashioned video and go through kind of what we were going to talk about for personal branding in your fives list, because I feel like you've probably heard it from other leaders on the team, but it might be a little bit confusing to you. So whenever you think about your fives list, I want you to think about your personal branding. I want you to think about what you're talking about on social media. I want you to think about what image are you putting out there to the world, and what do you want people to remember you by? Because at the end of the day, you are not your company. You are not Lavelle. You are not Thrive. There are so many different companies out there that are spamming your social media, and that's all you see. There's so many people I get cold messages from all the time, and I go to look at their page to see who they are and if I would vibe with them and what they're all about. And I have no idea what they're about, because all they share is buy my product, join my business, buy my product, join my business. They're not sharing anything about who they are, what they're going through, what makes them unique. And so when you're thinking about your personal brand, just remember that it's just you. Think about it like, what is easy for you to talk about when you're talking about your personal brand? That to me, I feel like it's really easy for us to talk about what we like about the products and what we like about the company. But when you're thinking about your brand, I want you to think about what's easy for you to talk about. Are you, like, for me, I'm a girl mom. I'm not going to be sitting here talking about Star Wars and trucks and like boy things, because that's not my life. My life is dress up and Anna and Elsa right now. And so you're going to see me talk about my girls. But is that part of your brand? Is part of your brand being a mom? Is part of your brand cooking? Do you like cooking? Is part of your brand your faith? Is part of your brand fitness? I didn't realize that fitness was part of my brand until people started coming to me in my inbox, not for the products or the business, but they started asking me personally about, they started asking me how-tos. They were like, so where do you get your workout ideas? Or what's a good workout for this or for that? They started to see me as an expert in that area, and I didn't even realize it, and I didn't think of myself as one. I still don't see myself as an expert by any means, but they have showed me just by talking to me in my inbox about it that that's part of my personal brand. And your personal brand will grow along the way. So for me, it's girl mom, it's fitness, it's being married to a firefighter and being a nurse, it's juggling those crazy schedules, it's the ups and the downs that come along with that. And as we rolled into this new year, especially for Sean and I, part of my brand changed a little bit, where we really started cracking down on our debt-free journey and the struggles that we've been sitting in for so long. And so you're going to see me share like how to save money on our grocery bill, and you're going to see me share putting more money towards my debt. That's just part of my story and part of my brand, and it evolves as you go. So don't be afraid to share what's easy for you to talk about, and it's going to be totally different from person to person. So I want you to write those down. If you haven't already written those down, I want you to get out a piece of paper, get you out a pen, and I want you to write down, what are 5 things that make you you? What are 5 things that people know you for? What's easy for you to talk about? And then I want you, on the same piece of paper, I want you to write down 5 things you love about the products. You probably fell in love with the products before you jumped into the business. And so, do you love the energy that it gives you? Do you love the patience that you have with your kiddos? Are you diehard Black Labels like I am because you like the B12 and you just like the way you feel it? What do you like about the products? Write down 5 things. It shouldn't be that hard. They're incredible products. Then I want you to write down 5 things about the business, and I want you to look at it. You have to look at Lavelle as a business. You have to look at it as a company. that you're joining. Stop looking at it as a side hustle and stop looking at it as a side gig, because if you're looking at it that way, if you're putting that out there, then that is what your subconscious brain is going to tell you. It's going to say, this is my side gig. And so I feel like it's just, you're going to only put in that much effort that you're making it in your mind. And so when you start treating this like a business, it's going to start paying you like a business. And whenever you get a really good grasp on your fives list, it's going to start to flow a little bit more effortlessly for you. Whenever you're thinking about what you're going to post for the day or what you're going to put on your stories for the day, it won't seem like such a daunting task if you really have a good understanding of who you are and your brand and what makes you different, and then what you love about the products and what you love about the company. It's going to just come a little bit more effortlessly for you. And so one thing that I want us to do as a team, before you lay your head down tonight, I want you to write down on a piece of paper. For real. I want you to write down 5 things about your brand. I want you to write down 5 things that you love about the products and 5 things you love about the business. And I want you to go one step further. I want you to go, you don't even have to do it on paper. You can do it all on your notes app if you want. But on your notes app on your phone, I want you to open it up and write my brand, the products, the business. And then underneath, I want you to put those little circles that you can do the check mark on. And what we're going to do, that's 15 things. Brand, products, business, 5, 5, 5. That's 15 things. And we're going to start this tomorrow on Monday. And we're going to end it next week on Sunday. Each day we are going to talk about, I want you to talk about 2 things in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether it be a post, whether it be on your stories. I want you to talk about it. I'm not talking about face-to-face. If you're uncomfortable with face-to-face, work into that slowly but surely. But, like, let's say, for example, one of my 5s is that I'm a girl mom. So this week I want to talk, at some point, I want to talk about either in a post or on my stories about what's going on in my girl mom life right now. And then let's say for the products, I love my energy, right? I'm going to talk about that. It could be a simple picture of me holding my capsules in the morning and saying, oh my God, I feel so good. I haven't had coffee in a year and a half. Simple. And so at the end of the day, I want you to go back to that list and I want you to check off which ones that you've done for the day. And at the end of the week, we should have all these checked off on Sunday. We'll do that 15th one. And we'll make it 3 on Sunday. So I think that it'll be really good to help keep us accountable. And one thing I heard, I think Lynn's was talking about it on a training, was that if someone but if someone started following you tomorrow, somebody that you didn't even know was watching you, let's call her Sarah. If she started following you tomorrow, and you started posting about yourself and what you like about the products and the business, at the end of the week on Sunday, she should know your 5s. She should know what you're about. She should know what you like about your products, what you like about the business opportunity. And if you're not sharing about these things, then people aren't going to know that you have something to offer them. They're not going to know that you have solutions to their problems. And don't make the mistake like I did of sitting there for an entire year and being too scared to talk about it. Because you're going to find yourself in a place where your business is going to feel hard. It's going to feel really hard if you're not focused in on yourself first. And so I want to start here. I want to do this. We'll send him over to the team chat before the end of the night. I want to do that, and we'll just kind of start from there. So I hope this helps. I think next week that it would be kind of cool to just kind of do like a social media makeover, like do's and don'ts kind of thing. What makes us different as a team compared to other network marketers out there. So anyways, sorry for the technical difficulties tonight. I will try to get on top of my Zoom game, and I hope you guys are having a great night.